Heidi ho there, friends and neighbors. Bobby here today. Hey folks, today we're going to do a review on my new chainsaw, okay? Bring the camera just a little bit closer. Let's show the folks what we have here. We have a Husqvarna 450 Rancher with a 20-inch bar on it. I purchased this down at Tractor Supply back in December. This is one of the tools that we purchased to go along with our stump grinding business that we started off at the beginning of the year. And I actually, yesterday, now I've used it a couple times since then, but yesterday, actually was it yesterday or the day before, I got out and I was really doing some chainsaw with this thing, and I made several videos, like a couple time-lapse videos and a couple of short videos that we were going to make into shorts to put on YouTube and maybe even Facebook. So, and I was really impressed with this chainsaw, so I just decided that we would turn all of that footage and put it at the tail end of this review video that I'm doing here today. So guys, I don't even know where to start here. Let's just start with the price point, okay? I paid $449 for this chainsaw in December at Tractor Supply, and I will try to see if they have one of these on Amazon, and I'll put a link down below. It'll be the first link right down below, okay? And I'm gonna just run through the quick startup guide right quick. I'll talk about the type of gas and everything and the adjustment on the chain and everything. And let's just start first of all with the quick startup guide that comes with it. It tells you to mix up your 2-cycle oil into a 1-gallon container mixture, and it comes with a little bottle. I've already used it. It's a 50-to-1 ratio. Shake it up well, pour it into the fuel tank, and I'll show you here in just a minute where the fuel tank is and where you add bar oil as well. Because number 2 is telling you to add bar oil. I'll tell you what, let's go ahead and do that right now. Bring the camera right over here, Nathaniel. We're gonna flip it up on its side just like so. And right here is the where you add fuel, okay? And it's got a nice O-ring seal around here, and right there, as you can see, we're about full of gas right there. And this here, your little thumb screw, you tighten it back up and flip that down out of the way. Same thing for your bar oil right here on the front. Same type of plug, plug that you have to flip up and loosen, and then you can add your bar oil right there, okay? And guys, rule of thumb on most chainsaws is every time you fill up with gas, fill up with bar oil, okay? They typically run out at the same rate, okay? But if you ever feel like the chainsaw is getting a little warm, you can touch the bar, of course not with the chainsaw running, or take a look at, if it looks like it's getting dry, go ahead and stop what you're doing, top it off with bar oil, because you will burn up your bar. You'll put a lot of unnecessary wear on your chain as well, okay? Bring the camera back down here, son. Right here is the fuel on day one. We bought this when we bought the chainsaw, okay? This is a 50-to-1 ratio, 95 octane fuel. And actually, I kind of love to smell this stuff burn. It smells kind of like racing fuel burning when you're running this through here. If you can afford to run this all the time, this is great. But this stuff is about $10 a can, okay? So I won't probably be running that all the time, all right? So we did mix up our own gallon and our gallon can. All right, so now let's go ahead and go back to our quick start sheet here. Let's see what's next. Okay, we do have a lock on this thing, which I like this. A lot of these modern chainsaws have this, okay? So as you can see right here, the chain can move back and forth, but if you flip this lever right here, back off where they can see a little bit better, Nathaniel. There you go. Flip that back. Look here, this thing is locked, okay? So you want it in this position when you're getting ready to crank the chainsaw, just for safety purposes, okay? And try to get in the habit of doing that every time you stop using the chainsaw. Even when you're out cutting, and you're gonna set the chainsaw down and leave it running for just a minute, I highly recommend flipping that lever, locking that blade to where you sit it down and you don't have a chance of it cutting anything, okay? Try to get in that habit of doing that. Now, next thing, step number 4. We're gonna go and go through this whole process because I want you guys to hear this thing run. We're gonna take the choke. Choke is right here, and let's see here. Yeah, pull out. It's got a little arrow right there, pull out and flip it up, okay? Now, the chainsaw is in the choke position, okay? And then after that, let's see, I wanna make sure I tell you everything right. Okay, we're gonna, we have a fuel bulb here, and it tells you right here 6 times. So let's go ahead and do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, okay? So next instruction is telling you to go ahead and rope pull it until you hear it start to crank. So let me sit down here on the ground, Nathaniel. Back up just a little bit, buddy. And I'm gonna sit this down. Safest way I've always found to start a chainsaw is go ahead and put your foot on the handle right there, okay? And we're gonna go ahead and pull down on the ground. Now right there, we heard it try to crank, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and flip our choke down, like so, and pull it again, and this thing should crank right up. Okay guys, you've seen what I've done to cut it off. All right, 2 things right there I want you to know about this thing. Notice when I cranked it up, it was at a fast idle, okay? It will stay at that fast idle until you pump the throttle 1 time, and then it'll go down to normal idle speed, okay? But during that time, that just helps the chainsaw warm up a little faster. Keep your chain lock on while it's warming up, okay? All right, so that pretty much takes us through the whole sequence of starting and stopping the Husqvarna 450 Rancher, okay? I want to show you a couple more things on it. Let me flip this thing around. I'm going to show you a couple things on this thing. The only adjustment that you're probably going to have to do from time to time is adjust the chain tension, okay? And right now we're a verge on the loose side, okay? What I like to do, the way that I was taught to adjust a chain, is if you tug on it, you should not see the bottom of your teeth. See right here? Bring that camera in here. See, you should not be able to see daylight between the other side of your chain here and the bar, okay? You actually more want it to be kind of like this right here. You want to have some play, and when you pull down, you want to have just a little bit, okay? All right, so let's do an adjustment here. We're going to adjust this up just a tad. And this is real easy to adjust this chainsaw. I had an old Poulan one time, bring the camera back up, that you loosened 2 bolts, and then you had to reach right over here, bring the camera down here. You had to like reach up in here somewhere to tighten up the chain. Let me show you how easy it is to tighten it on this right here. Let me slide this over just a little bit. Take the tool that come with it and you loosen it up just a tad, okay? And then right here through this little hole is a straight blade screwdriver opening, and you turn it clockwise to tighten, okay? Let's see here, I'm gonna do an adjustment on here because that feels a little too, oh, I got the chain lock on, no wonder. Let me take this off because I actually want to kind of rotate it a little bit as well before I get my final adjustment. I'll go just a little bit more. And right there, guys, that actually feels pretty good, okay? Notice how I'm pulling back on it just a little bit and it's snapping back in place, and I'm not seeing daylight in between the bottom of my teeth and everything. So that's about the tension that I was always taught to tighten up a chain, okay? So now you don't have to kill it. You don't have to really tighten it too crazy. That's why they give you the tool and they only make it that length right there. That's all you need. So guys, that's an explanation of how to get your Husqvarna 450 up and going, and to adjust the chain on it. Now stay tuned, and we're going to show you some clips from all the cutting that we've done the other day. We started out by cutting up some pine logs about 12 to 15 inches in diameter, and they've been laying around a few years, so they're kind of rotten. We ended up getting rid of that. We sawed all them up, and then we had a sweet gum tree that was about 2.5 to 3 foot in diameter, okay? And it's about 10 foot of it, okay? And we cut it off in 1 foot blocks, okay? And I was so tickled to get this thing, to get that tree cut up, and it didn't take me very long at all. So enjoy the video, and I highly recommend the 450 Rancher for a chainsaw. I think every homeowner should have one if you feel comfortable enough using a chainsaw, okay? And I will put this warning out here and this disclaimer. The chainsaw is the most dangerous tool in the shop, okay? Or the most dangerous tool in the shed. I've heard many men say that over the years, and it is. People that go to the hospital with a chainsaw injury, it ain't pretty, okay? You gotta remember, this big old blade here is gonna hit something on you, and it's gonna cut right through, okay? So be very careful with this, or go get some training from someone that can teach you how to use one of these things before you decide to, okay? Well, folks, I hope you enjoyed the video. Be safe out there, and have a great day. Come back and see us again. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Check out our other channels, RJW Financial Coaching, where we talk about money and the stuff that they didn't teach you in school. And also go to the Personal Body Makeover. Have a wonderful day. We'll see you next time. Take care. Enjoy the footage.